M11. The sorry, exit doesn't look quite as good as the last one. Looks like it's a little flat. You see that? Sunny looks like she's a little late. And we got that bend in the formation again, rather than seeing everything on one plane. Get to see it, Jimmy, which is good, thank you. And then 11. Now, I know you saw the block notes with my teams doing it, and then we do it with a double vert. I think for you guys, no vertical is fine on this block. I teach a lot of teams at different levels doing different block techniques, and this is one block that I don't think the vertical is going to help you guys right now. And but the nice thing about it is the technique is the same, and you learn to fly the pieces well without adding the extra component of a vertical. And the goal would be for Holly to, I'm just going to talk through the full technique. So Holly, open the door, but then wait. You want to keep a 90-degree bend between you and Sunny. So maybe just open to there. That's as far as you need to go. You see how your leg is still engaged? You're still trying to come around the corner. Be patient. And you actually want to feel like Sunny is coming through before you do any more rotation. So on the release, you've got a little bit of space there. Sunny, you need to bring your hip through. Just drop the knee and come through. Now, I know Holly's trying to help you, but it's actually the opposite of what happens, because with Holly trying to bring you through, she's pulling on your arm, but it's your leg that needs to come through. So the more that Holly pulls on your arm, the harder it is for you to get through with your leg. So just stay at that angle, see where the cursor is, folks, and then let Sunny lead this. Now, compressed rotation. That's a really good input there, Alison, and a really good input there, Mike. And so it's just that small amount of pressure from the hip that gets to there. Nice. And that's just a 180. And then this is exactly the picture we're looking for, obviously a little bit closer. But we can achieve that by not aiming for a vertical and for getting the timing right. But this is the 180 point. At this point, it's exactly the same move, but the other way around. So now, Sunny, you would just be patient, let Holly come through, and then Mike, it looks like you want Mike, yeah, you want to keep looking over your left shoulder. As soon as you start looking over your right, there's nothing much to see here apart from Jimmy. I'm sure he looks great, but you actually want to keep looking through the compressed, and that will keep your energy going in the right direction rather than moving around, Alison. Yeah, so even now, you see how you're looking over your shoulder? There's very little to see. It'd be better to keep looking at Alison until you guys have finished the turn. I think it's even more visible in the, pun intended, on the next one. So let's check it out. Alright, the build, not bad build. Actually, it's really nice the way it comes together. It could be a little bit level. And then now again, Holly, that's as much as you need to do. You can see here that Sunny's still got a grip from Mike there, and she can't go anywhere until she's been released. And rather than trying to throw your hips through Sunny, fly your knee like you're doing. This input that I see here with your leg is really good, but again, Holly, you don't want to put pressure on Sunny's arm. If you walk the block together, Holly, imagine you're walking it with Sunny right now. If you rotate your upper body away from Sunny, you're pulling her arm and she can't get her leg through. But if you keep your upper body still and let Sunny rotate her hip towards you, it'll keep the fulcrum, the rotation point, will be between you and her. And that's the goal. We want to turn it around that arm grip, around that point there. And then Alison and Mike, let's have a look. So the first part of the rotation is pretty good. And I would say, Alison, you see, like I was saying to Mike, you're starting to look around the corner, and it's understandable. You want to see what's going on. But actually, by looking through here for longer than you should, it keeps you and Mike close together, because we go where we look, right, with most things. So, and that way your energy is good from the hip here, but keep looking over your left shoulder until now. And then your head will just pop round. And now the same thing. Here we are at the 180 point. And Mike has already changed his head. He's already head switched, he's looking over his shoulder, and what that does is it pulls his upper body away from the center. And Mike, actually, you should be looking over your left shoulder right now. Keep looking through the middle. I know you're going to be like, but that seems so wrong. And I get it, it seems wrong, but try it in the tunnel. It'll really help you guys keep your compress flying together. And this is a good drill that you guys can do in the tunnel. You can go in as a two-way and do no contact compress rotation, and then also Holly and Sunny, you guys can go in and do no contact, 1, 2, let Sunny come through and then Holly comes through, and then just go in as two different pairs to do that. In fact, I'm going to strongly recommend that you repeat these blocks in the tunnel, because now that you're doing I guess we're going to stay with the single A, you'll get a chance to get some reps on the blocks. Whether you do it now or whether you look at the other blocks, you guys can choose that, but I need you obviously to see these again at some point in time. If you want to keep moving through the blocks, totally cool, but then let's have a list to make sure that we get back on and look at these blocks another time in the tunnel, another time in freefall. Okay, so hopefully, and then let me just give you, Mike, let me give you the point at which you would head switch. So it wouldn't be until now. And that seems insanely late, but it's just when your head comes round and you see the other piece in front of you. Excellent. Some very good separation as well. Proud of you all. Alright, yeah, thanks for sharing, and I look forward to seeing you. If you've got any questions, just drop me a message, and if you need some direction for the next sessions, also just let me know. Cheers, guys.